Parshat HaChodesh deals with the sanctification of time. The special maftir instructs us, HaChodesh hazeh lachem, mark this new moon as the year's beginning. Hashem gives us the responsibility of marking and maintaining our calendar. The dawn of our redemption, the exodus from Egypt, is to be an eternal marker defining our year. Necessarily, if we have 1 month, we must have a year of them. As we move through the seasons and the festivals, we chart our lives with reference to the exodus. Moreover, we do not just sit back passively and watch the days pass by, checking each off and consigning it to the past. It is our duty to proclaim the months, to label them. We give them their identity. If we didn't sanctify time, would it stop? Would the calendar halt, the sun stop rising and setting, waiting for us to announce today is Rosh Chodesh? Would the world be in the suspended animation of an unwound watch? Obviously, commandment or not, proclamation or not, the sun would rise and set, the years would roll on, but we would not have made them holy. The Torah portions of Vayakhel and Pikudei deal with the sanctification of a place. God has ordered the building of the Mishkan, the tabernacle. In Parshat Terumah and Parshat Tetzaveh, he spelt out exactly how each item was to be made. In the double Parshiot we read this week, we read item for item, almost verbatim, that each was manufactured according to its specifications. Build me the place, says God, and I will dwell among you. Is it building the Mishkan that makes it holy, or the presence of Hashem? If Hashem is in it, then it's holy. If God isn't in it, what then? We're told if we build a Mishkan, then God will dwell amongst us. The implication is that if we don't build the Mishkan, or we build according to different specifications, then God will not dwell amongst us. Note the paradox. When we sanctify time, we have to proclaim the inevitable. It'll happen regardless of the proclamation, but the proclamation makes it holy. When we build a holy place, the place couldn't happen without us, but the holiness is Hashem's presence, whether we proclaim it or build it or not. We have no real control over the passage of time, but we can make it holy. We have real control. We can manipulate space. We create and destroy, build and lay waste, but we do not make it holy. It is for Hashem to determine if He and His holiness will live amongst us. Only if we build it correctly will God then condescend to endow it with His sanctity. Hashem's inherent holiness and what He does with time and space are not really affected by our actions. Nonetheless, we are entrusted with a unique power to effect Kedusha, to make things holy or proclaim things as holy by involving ourselves, and consequently involving God in them. By making a bridge between this world and the spiritual, by declaring a bridge, we establish the God of the universe as our God and bring Him into our lives. The sources in our readings of this Shabbat: HaChodesh hazeh lachem, we do it with time. Va'asuli mikdash, we also do it with space. Time and space. This Shabbat in particular, we find ourselves in confined spaces and with no way of knowing for how long. Something so tiny that is measured in nanomicrons has rocked our planet, and we are anticipating months of disruption. Take an extra moment this Shabbat to call Hashem into our lives. Read the Parsha and contemplate building a godly home. Read Psalm 121 on page 510 of the Green Siddur and reflect on Hashem's watchfulness. Explore with your family the difficult questions, how life out of control can bring out the best and worst in people. What does this teach us about God? In Bereshit, Hashem said that loneliness is bad. Though it may be fraught being locked up together, let us use the time to find new acts of kindness. Building caring bonds between people and keeping each other from despair is the godliest of ways. Hashem yishmerenu mikol ra, yishmor et nafshenu. May Hashem protect us and our families, restoring us all to good health. This is Rabbi Lawrence wishing you Shabbat Shalom on behalf of all the wonderful team at Finchley United Synagogue. Shabbat Shalom and keep healthy.